Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I want to talk about why did you fall for the narcissist? Okay. It happens to a lot of people, and a lot of people say, well, why, you're the one who fell for them and everything like that. Well, here's the thing. Okay. When you were going out with the narcissist initially, the narcissist was very charming. Not all narcissists love bomb, but a lot of them are very charming. They make you feel wonderful in the beginning. A narcissist is going to come on fast and furious. They're going to be, shower you with attention in the beginning, okay? Because you're something new, you're something fresh. They see something in you that they want. It could be anything, okay? It could just be, that they're lusting after you, something along those lines. So a lot of people get taken in by a narcissist because in the beginning, a narcissist is going to show you a lot of attention, okay? And in some cases, when we talk about the love bombing and everything like that, the reason that people get fooled with the love bombing is because of the consistency, okay? Because today, with options and everything like that, there's a lot of people that are flaky out there in the dating world that don't even follow up. They don't even call you back. They don't even text you on a regular basis. And here comes the narcissist, okay? Showering you with attention, being consistent in the beginning, okay? They're going to make you feel good. They're going to make you feel good. You're going to feel great in the beginning with the narcissist, okay? They're going to fill your brain up with that oxytocin, and you're just going to be like on cloud nine. Now, a lot of people that, fall victim to the narcissist don't understand that, life is not a romance novel, okay? There is no prince or princess on the white horse that comes and, they fall in love with you in the first month. No, it takes time to get to know somebody. I've said that 1,000 different times, all right? But a lot of people, they have this idea that, oh, there is love at first sight or something like that. You can't love somebody that you don't know. And in the first month, you don't know this person. You haven't seen this person inside out. You haven't seen them angry. You haven't seen them sad. You haven't seen them depressed. You haven't seen them when they're poor. You haven't seen them when they're rich, okay? You haven't seen them around certain friends or family members. There's a lot involved when it comes to relationships. And if you're investing in somebody, investing your time and everything else to get to know them, you've got to look at all these things, all right? Especially if you're looking for a lifelong partner. So you're not going to know this in the first month, all right? So a lot of people get taken in because of the narcissist's attention. And, the narcissist paints this wonderful picture. They do future faking, where they try to paint this picture in your mind about, oh, I could see us married, and oh, that would be our house over there, and we would, have 2 kids in the back, and all these kind of things, all right? All the things that you're craving, the narcissist is going to paint that picture, and you're going to say, I can't believe I found the one, okay? If you're dealing with somebody in the beginning and they just seem too good to be true, all right, that's your first red flag. That's your first red flag. If you're looking at this person and you've only been with them a month and you think that they're your soulmate, you have to say to yourself, you know what? I can't, just because this person is very nice and everything like that, I don't know this person. So this is a trial period and I've got to give it time. What do I always talk about? Time is your defense against the narcissist, all right? And a lot of people that have gotten entrapped into a narcissistic relationship, a big problem is they move too fast in the relationship, okay? You move too fast. You didn't see the person for who they are. You end up marrying the person and then bam, okay? You end up having kids with that person and the person turns into a totally different person, okay? So you've got to be in tune for the red flags that this person could be narcissistic. Are they controlling? Are they telling me what to wear? Are they telling me I shouldn't have social media? Are they trying to keep me away from my friends and family? These are all red flags that you're dealing with somebody who's narcissistic, you guys. But a lot of people, they're not educated on the topic enough, so they don't recognize this. They just feel like, oh, they really like me and they're just really concerned, or if they're overly jealous in the beginning and everything, a lot of people get flattered and they say, oh, they must really like me if they're jealous and everything like that. It depends on the degree of jealousy, all right? If somebody's very, very jealous, that's a sign they could be very, very controlling. And people don't pick up on these red flags. So you say to yourself, okay, well, how did I get involved with this person? You got involved with this person because you didn't know. You either ignored the red flags or you didn't know what the red flags were, okay? Because you weren't up on the topic. So how do you deal with a situation like that where, there's people that are married now to narcissists and they don't know what to do, okay? Now they're being educated on it and they're saying, I'm in this situation with this, narcissistic person and, I'm not happy and this and now. And it's so much harder once you're married and once there's kids involved. And especially if you're financially dependent on that person, okay? Because what does that mean? That means that you have to, get yourself a lawyer. If you want to get out of the relationship, you have to think about where you're going to live. You're going to have to think about co-parenting with the narcissist and all these kind of, horrible things that you got to deal with, okay? So the thing is, you guys, the reason you got involved with this person is because the basic reason you got involved with this person is because you did not see them for who they were in the beginning. You didn't know the red flags, all right? And so now you're in this situation and you have to decide, are you going to stay or are you going to go? And it really depends on, everybody's situation is different and there's different degrees of narcissism as well. All right. Obviously, if you're dealing with somebody who's a malignant narcissist where you're walking on eggshells or you feel like you could be in danger physically or something like that, there's no question you have to leave the relationship and you have to find a way and do it secretly and not let the narcissist know. All right. If you're in a situation, you're dealing with a narcissist, that, does little things or whatever, but you feel that you could kind of deal with it, they're not going to change, okay? That's one thing with narcissists. They will not change most of the time. Why? Because they will not acknowledge that they have a problem. They're always going to flip the blame and say that you're crazy, you're sensitive, you're reading into things too much, you don't know what you're talking about. They will never validate you, okay? And they will never take accountability. So if you're staying in a relationship because you feel like, oh, well, maybe this person will change or maybe in time or something. No, what you see is what you got, okay? And you have to decide, is this something I can live with or is this something that I can't live with? Because the person that's their basic character and they're not going to change, okay? And a lot of people are also trauma bonded where they make excuses for the narcissist and they think about the wonderful times that they may have had with the narcissist and they just kind of want to discount the bad times and everything or make excuses for it because they're afraid to let go. They can't let go. They don't want to let go of the relationship for a number of different reasons. It could be because they don't want to be alone or because they're just, they need that person, in their life because they can't think of being without that person. Even with all the bad that person has done, they just don't have that internal strength to walk away, okay? And the problem with that is, what I always say is you have to know yourself, what you could live with and what you can't live with, all right? There's plenty of people that are in relationships and all they do is complain about their partner. She's so wicked. She did this. I can't even, go visit my family without her having a problem or something like that. Well, she is not going to change. And even though you have your boundaries, she's not going to change because your boundaries have no consequences, okay? And she knows it. So that's why she has the power to do what she wants to do, okay? If there is no consequences to your boundaries, the narcissist is going to run with it, all right? That pretty much means like your word means nothing, okay? That they could do whatever they want and you're still going to be there. But the point of this whole podcast is to really realize, you look back on it and you say to yourself, How does somebody get involved with a narcissist? Because a lot of times you got involved with them because they made you feel fantastic in the beginning. You didn't see them for who they were, okay? And it wasn't until later on that you started to notice these red flags, or you educated yourself on this. A lot of times people get involved with narcissists because they feel that the narcissist is giving them a feeling of safety and security, okay? And that's the feeling that the narcissist will give you in the beginning. They're going to make you feel safe and secure. They got your back, okay? They're there for you. They are your soulmate. They are going to help you with your kids and raise your kids. And they're going to be your right hand. And don't worry, you're not alone. And don't worry, I'll love you no matter what, or something along those lines. They're going to constantly reassure you in the beginning about how they are going to be there for you. So they build up this security in your mind to think like, wow, this person is fantastic. I don't have to feel unsafe anymore. I have somebody that makes me feel secure and safe. But what happens later on is that mask comes off, and it's a mask, you guys. It is a mask. This is all a fake persona that they put on because they want to be in a relationship with you because they're after something that you have. It could be anything. It could be sex, it could be money, it could be a place to live, it could just be for their ego. Sometimes narcissists keep people around too because it's another person on their roster, okay? Because you're just an object to them. So, they don't care. They're putting as much energy into you as how much supply you have to offer. So you could be their number 1 supply, or you could be their number 8 supply, and they'll still keep you around, all right? And people don't understand that. Narcissists think differently than the regular person. And this is a thing that people don't get either. They don't understand, like, how could they treat me like that? How could they show me so much love and affection in the beginning and all of a sudden turn cold? Why do they run hot and cold? All right. When somebody runs hot and cold with you, then you were dealing with a fake one. Okay. You were dealing with a fake one. Okay. Because a normal relationship, it doesn't run like hot and cold. All right. Yeah. People have disagreements in a normal, healthy relationship, but they're not going to run completely cold on you. Okay. So when you're dealing with somebody that's doing that, you have to say to yourself, you know what? They're doing a push and pull to keep me around, but what they're saying in their words and everything, when they're running hot about, how much they care about me and everything, it's not genuine. It's not genuine, because then you see their behaviors that doesn't show what their words are saying, because they may, pull little things on you where they disappear, they don't return your calls, they're ghosting you, maybe they're cheating on the side and you don't know. Okay? People that are sincere and straightforward, they don't do that hot and cold. They don't leave you in the dark. So that is not somebody who's a straight up type of person, okay? But the reason you got entangled with the narcissist is because you thought they were something that, or someone that they weren't, okay? You didn't take the time to get to know somebody. You got to give somebody at least, listen to me now. You got to give them at least minimal 3 to 6 months. Okay, and I'm going to put the 6-month mark on it. 6 months before you decide this person is a potential for you, okay? Usually by month 3, 4, that mask is going to start to fall, or it's fallen already. And you've got to be in tune with the red flags, okay? What are the red flags? They're going to start to criticize you. They're going to start to judge you. The minute that the narcissist feels that they got you hooked, that's the minute that narcissist is going to be looking for new supply, okay? And when they got a new supply that's on the side, that's when you're going to get the devalue stage. That's when they're going to criticize you, put you down and everything like that. You know why they're doing that? Because they have another supply and they don't care if your relationship starts to crumble because they got something else lined up. They're doing that because now they've gotten whatever they got out of you, or they're going to string you along and breadcrumb you, all right? And they now have this other supply on the side that they want to venture out and check, because after about 3 months, the narcissist is going to see imperfections in you, and they're going to say to themselves, this person isn't as great as I thought they were. I don't like the way she does this. She's not as great as I thought she was, because a narcissist is always going to find fault in somebody. Nobody's ever good enough for the narcissist, all right? This is what they're about, they always think that, there's something better out there. The grass is always green. There's something better. There's something better. There's something better. So once they've had their fill of you, once they're bored with you, once they've seen the imperfections in you, they start to see those imperfections in you, they're starting to line up the other supply. And that's once they got that other supply lined up, then they're going to devalue you. And that's when the relationship starts to crumble. Okay. So you fell for this person because you did not see that they were a narcissist. Maybe you didn't know about what a narcissist does. Maybe, you didn't think anybody could do that. Maybe you're looking at this person that they think like you. They do not think like you. A narcissist has no empathy, all right? So they don't care who they hurt along the way. What they care about is getting whatever they can get that's going to benefit them, all right? And this is what you got to remember when you're dealing with a narcissist. So, just forgive yourself, learn and educate yourself on narcissists. Once you educate yourself on narcissists, you guys, you're going to be able to spot these people all over the place, all right? You're going to be like, that's a narcissist, this one's a narcissist, that's a covert, that's an overt, you know what I mean? This is a malignant narcissist. And then you're going to know exactly how to handle these people, okay? But you have to forgive yourself and say, okay, I made a mistake. I rushed in the relationship. I didn't see this person for who they were. All right, I didn't know the signs, but number one, and I'm going to say this over and over and over again to you guys, take your time, okay? Time is your weapon against a potential narcissist that you are dating or that you meet, okay? Because in time, you will see if that person is a narcissist, and if you've made the mistake in the past, just learn from it. Your pain is your lesson. And realize that in the future, when you get involved with somebody, trust is earned over a period of time, and you're going to take your time with it, okay? So I hope that helps you. If it did, please hit the subscribe button. Please share the podcast, and please have a great day. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. If you're having trouble in your relationship, or maybe you're dealing with somebody who's a narcissist and you're really confused, you don't know what to do, you need some advice or some clarity, well, I offer email and also phone coaching. Please go to the podcast description for the link on how to get email or phone coaching, or maybe you just have a question that you need answered. All questions will be answered confidentially. So go to the podcast description where it tells you how Yaz can answer your questions.